Baltz families to this week's Sunday Storytime. Get ready to mark your calendars with this week's news and coming events, which will be followed by a news story for the week. Can't wait to find out what it is. And the final segment will be our Mindful Minute with Mrs. Papa. Stay tuned. In this week's events at Baltz, the Baltz Bears celebrate Kindness Week. On Monday, wear red to kick off kindness. Tuesday, wear orange. Aren't you happy when people are kind? Wednesday, wear Baltz blue because I will sit with you. And on Thursday, we're wearing yellow to say yellow to someone new.
La semana que viene, febrero 10 de 13, es la semana de amabilidad de osos de Baltz. Lunes, vestir de rojo. Martes, vestir de naranja. Miércoles, vestir de azul. Jueves, vestir de amarillo.
Mid-year conferences are coming soon. They will be held during the evening on February 13th and all day on February 14th.
Conferencias de mitad del año empiezan pronto. Serán la tarde de 13 de febrero y durante el día 14 de febrero.
Also, there is no school on February 17th in recognition of President's Day.
También el día 17, lunes de febrero, no hay escuela en observación de Día de Presidente.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Sunday Storytime. My name is Miss Flowers. I'm a first grade teacher at Baltz Elementary School. The book I'll be reading today is Pete the Cat, Valentine's Day is Cool, written and illustrated by Kimberly and James Dean. It was the day before Valentine's Day, and Pete the Cat was riding his skateboard home when he saw his friend Callie. She was holding a big red heart that said love. Have you finished your Valentine's Day card? Asked Callie. No, Valentine's Day is not cool, Pete said. Oh, Pete, Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. It's the day to tell people how special they are to you, Callie insisted. Pete skated on, but something in the back of his mind told him that Callie might be right. By the time Pete got home, he had decided that Callie was right about Valentine's Day. So he got out his pencils, paper, crayon, and markers and sat down to the kitchen table. First, Pete started to work on a card for his friend Larry. Pete made several cards with big red hearts, but he was not happy with his work. Pete wanted to make the perfect cards for every cat in his class. I'll never get all these cards done in time, Pete told his mom. Pete's mom smiled. Just do your best, she said. Tell Larry why he is cool. There is something cool about every cat. Pete got back to work. He thought hard about what was cool about Larry. Perfect, Pete said. After that, it didn't take Pete long to make cards for all of the boys. Then Pete made a special card for all the girls and wrote "Love Pete" on each one. And of course, he made the biggest heart-shaped card for his mom. The next day, Pete and Callie waited for the bus together. I decided you were right. Valentine's Day is cool. That's awesome, Callie said. By the way, I'm having a Valentine's Day party at my house after school if you want to come. The bus pulled up then, and Pete and Callie got on. Mr. Ted, the bus driver, smiled and said good morning to both of them. But as soon as they were in their seats, Pete put his head in his paws. What's wrong? Asked Callie. I forgot to make a card for Mr. Ted, he cried. Then Pete thought, but I can make him an awesome card before we get to school. Pete pulled out a piece of paper and colored pencils from his backpack. He began to draw. Happy Valentine's Day! Thanks for picking us up every day during school, Pete and Callie said as they handed Mr. Ted his Valentine's card. Thank you, Mr. Ted told them. You just made my day. What about Mrs. Gold, the crossing guard? We need to make her a Valentine too. Pete practically shouted, "Let's do it! Let's make Valentines for everyone." Pete and Callie got super busy making cards for everyone. After school, Pete went to Callie's party. He rang the bell, and then he froze. Callie opened the door only to find her friend in a panic. "What's wrong, Pete?" "I forgot something very important," Pete admitted. "What?" Callie asked. "I just realized I forgot to make a card for you," Pete said. "That's okay, Pete. Cards are just a way of showing you care. Hanging out with you, that's way better than any card. This is the best Valentine's Day ever. And happy Valentine's Day to you. Love, Pete." Thank you for watching, and please tune in next week for another episode of Sunday Storytime. Have a good night.
Good evening, Balts community. Tonight, we're going to do a breathing activity called friendship breaths. So sit up in your chair or on the floor, wherever you are. Get comfortable. Put your hands in your lap. And if you like, you may close your eyes. Now, slowly inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Breathe calmly like this for 5 to 10 breaths. Now, I'd like you to think of a time when a friend did something for you out of the kindness of their heart, just to help you out. Take a moment to really picture this person in your mind, this friend who was kind to you. Make sure you're still breathing in and out through your nose. Try to remember exactly what this friend did for you. What was going on? What did they do? Now think about, how did this make you feel? Allow yourself to notice any thoughts or emotions that start to come up. Just sit with these feelings for a moment. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Now, I want you to think of a time when you did something helpful or kind for a friend. Imagine that person, that friend that you helped or were kind to. Really remember what it felt like to help this person. Think of this moment in your mind. Notice how your body feels while you're thinking about your kindness. Notice the thoughts and emotions that you have. Continue to imagine the situation in your mind, and all the while breathe calmly in through your nose and out through your nose. Now, slowly open your eyes. Try practicing these friendship breaths throughout the week.
Hey guys, it's Miss Persani. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another episode. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, you rock!